Hello everyone, welcome back finally to vlogs. It has been so long. I can't remember when the last vlog was, like September, October. It's been such a long time. But I am here today with very exciting news. I'm in my own house. Oh my God, Elvis! We're in our house. He's like, what? Is somebody here? So finally, I have my own house, which means that Holly & Co. has a new studio, which I'll show you soon. It has been the most long-winded process ever, and honestly my entire first home buying experience was ruined because the bank was useless and my conveyancer was useless. Not going to go into details because it's just absolutely ridiculous, but I have never been so stressed in my life. But anyway, finally here in my house. The unfortunate news is that I did not film any moving stuff. I did promise that. I lied. The reason being that it all just happened so quickly. The settlement was like, okay, yeah, it's today. And then the same weekend that I was meant to be moving, it was Festivali, which is kind of like a big deal in the north of Tasmania. It's like this big food and entertainment event. So all the moving trucks were hired out because of that. So then, yeah, it was just a nightmare. Like it all just, you know, of course it was going to happen that weekend. But yeah, so I didn't get to film any moving or anything just because it was so stressful, and it wasn't very exciting. Let me tell you, it was not very exciting. You didn't miss out on much. So I thought I'll just wait until I've got everything sorted and then I can just give you a house tour, because that's way better. No one wants to see me putting together flat pack furniture. So before I show you the house tour, I also wanted to talk about like changing the name of this channel, because it is obviously called Holly & Co, but I feel like I'm gonna have more of my life in general in here, and also another brand that I'm working on, which we'll talk about that later. So it's not really just Holly & Co now. So I don't know whether I want to call it like Life with Them or something like that. So I don't know. If you have name suggestions, leave them below. But I just feel like this channel is more than Holly & Co now, so I kind of feel like it needs a different name, maybe. Let's do a house tour. Keep in mind that it's not finished, and there's still a lot of stuff at Jan and Ross's house that has to come here, but like the majority of it's here, so let's go. I also just realized that it's really cloudy and overcast today, so the house is super dark. Normally it's pretty sunny, but you know. So you come in the entrance and we've got this cute little setup, little hall table, hi, and a mirror. The walls are very dark in this house. They did a lot of dark feature walls, but you know, I am working on it. And then we come into the main living area. There's normally sun streaming in there, but not today. And around here, hello PP. We've got the couch. As you can see, I put wallpaper up because I couldn't help myself. So that wall was the same color as what I just showed you, like almost black, and it was very dark. So I'm trying to lighten up the house a lot because, I mean, dark's homely and nice, and I feel like in winter it would probably be quite nice, but yeah, I just like it light and airy, you know what I mean? So then we've got our TV stand and the 75-inch TV. I'm gonna make my brother put that up on the wall because I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of crushing the TV unit. Like, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it does have a bit of a sag in the middle, so I'm hoping that the wall will hold it. So that's the plan. Whether it works or not, I don't know. And we've clearly got to have Albus and Percy. You can't see because of the goddamn TV, but Albus and Percy front and center, of course. Hello, Pippi. I do have to have stairs for the couch because Albus is useless and can't get up, so you know, we got to make compromises. Do I really want stairs to the couch in my house? No, but it is what it is. And then you can see all my beautiful plants outside. The one thing I love about this house is that it has like ferns and yuccas and really nice plants, not shrubby type things, you know what I mean? Like, we've got our little palm tree situation. And for those of you wondering, I've moved about an hour and a half away from Jan and Ross, Everybody thinks that it's so far because unfortunately when you're in Tasmania, if you're not within 10 minutes or something, you're classed as far away, but it's like an hour and 20 minutes at best, hour and a half at worst. And yeah, if I hear one more person say, oh my God, you've moved so far away, I'm actually going to drop kick them. Not lying. So this was the fridge I was originally using. Long story short, fridge was meant to come with the house, but the real estate agent fucked up and the owner took it. And then, yeah, I felt bad for her because the whole process was fucked up and we were meant to settle months ago. So I'm like, fine, you take the fridge, I'll just get one. So luckily we had this one from the office. I used this for a week and I only got that one a couple of days ago. When we get over to it, I want to show you how well it sits in the freaking hole. Like, I couldn't have picked a better fridge, honestly. So Jan and Ross are going to have this one back. I told them they can have this. We have dining table. Now, let me tell you, this is the heaviest shit ever, and you would think it would be really good quality. It already has scratches all over it, and like, I don't sit up this end if I eat, I sit up that end. So where did they come from? Who knows? But, you know, whatever. So table and chairs that no one sits at because I have no friends. And we have the kitchen. How cute is this, by the way? The cutest bookends ever. I don't have any books, as you can tell. These are just like little notebooks, but I had to have it, so I got it. So we're gonna ignore these. Ignore around the PowerPoints. I will fix it. I don't know how, but I'll fix it. So I put up this tile stuff. It's like, I don't even know what, but tile vinyl from Kmart. And it just sticks over your original tile. I was originally gonna like retile the backsplash, but then I thought, I don't know what's behind there. I don't want to damage walls or anything, so I'm like, this will do. Clearly ran out, so I just did that wall, and then I will get a different type of tile for this wall. But I think, besides looking at that disgusting shit, it just lightens it up so much because it was originally all the dark. And obviously you've got dark bench tops, dark back, like it was just dark, okay? So I decided to do that to lighten it up, and that's why I got white appliances besides a microwave. But here is the main attraction, the fridge. Now can we just talk about like, oh, it fits like a glove. It's perfect. So we have this little window seat, very cute. Jan's making me a new cushion cover because once again, very dark, and I'm getting boucle. Why wouldn't I? And this is the outside, my little side gate. I also have my Ring camera up there, so if anyone comes, it's like bam, someone on the property. And got my plant. I love this. This is a vase. I got it from America, don't know where. If you want to know where things are, I suppose I can link them, but just orange juice as a vase, like it's genius. So I have a lot of vases around the house and they just don't have anything new in them, but you know, I'm working on it. So this is the kitchen. Not very exciting, but you know. The prettiest toaster and kettle that I have seen in my life. The cutest air fryer I've seen in my life. A Thermomix, complimentary of Jan and Ross, thank you very much. And these mugs, I got them off Etsy. Don't know what the store is, but I can find it if y'all want to know. And lots of cabinet space, which is good because when I first moved in, there was hardly anything in there, and now they're all full. So, look at the dudes. Look at the dudes. See, this is why I open that blind, because they love their little sunny spot. Oh, it makes me so happy. So, heading this way, we'll go up to the right. And we've got this little situation. You can see that I wallpapered that because, yeah. And I put my Harry Potter books there. Don't really know what else to put there. So that's what it is at the minute. And we've got this little outdoorsy area. I sprayed a shit ton of fly spray out there the other day because there's just cobwebs all out there. I don't think anyone's ever cleaned it. So I sprayed it all. I'll go out and decobweb at some stage. That is a wood-fired pizza oven. I've put plants in it because I don't think I'll ever use it, only for the fact that when you use a wood-fired pizza oven, it takes, I don't know how long, but I'm sure it's like 4 hours or something to heat up. And I just think, what's the point? It seems like a waste, right? So it's a plant holder. That was sitting up there, so if I took the lads out, they couldn't get out because that's like broken, but I'll fix it. So I'm going to get some type of nice outdoor setting for out there. because I think it would be very nice just to sit out there and chill. And then we have my bedroom. I don't have any pillows. That's a work in progress. The blanket is on there because the lads sleep with me now. This was going to be their little area. I've got this like little alcove situation. It was meant to be a master bathroom, and then I guess they just ran out of time / money / whatever. So it's just like a little open area, and I thought, oh, that's where the lads can sleep. They slept 2 nights in the cage and then decided that no, they were going to sleep with me. So they now sleep on the bed with me. Yeah. So this is the situation. How cute. This is all the flat pack furniture I was talking about, by the way. I mean, it looks awesome, but so annoying to put together. This pink velvet chair, couldn't help myself. Do I sit on it? No, but it's cute. And Albus and Percy. So that's that. That's outside, as you can see. I've got my Holly Rainbow. She's with me always. And then, oh hi! I have a walk-in wardrobe. I remember as a kid growing up, I was always like, I'm gonna build a house with a walk-in wardrobe. Not very convenient, but you know. So it's kind of just got shit in here, really. But you know, I've got half of my clothes, half. It also has another power box in here. Not sure. And the aerial cable that the owners just sort of shoved through. And then the other day I got my internet connected and they did it nicely. And I was like, see, this is how it should have been done originally. Anyway, so we'll go out this way. Percy! Can you shut up? No! They're barking. Oh, there's a dog on the TV. No! Come on, we'll show the people the rest of the house. Also, I totally forgot to talk about this wood fire. I'm looking very much forward to using that in winter. So we'll go in here now. I suppose this is the laundry. And it came with the washer and the dryer, so that was a bonus. The Beatles. These were from a brand called Jones & Co. I don't know if they still sell them, but the Beatles vases. Obsessed. And then nothing really that exciting out here. But look at my views. Beautiful. And people are like, why do you live so far away? Because of this, okay? And the backyard, which I will take you out and show you soon. My vehicle, and in the garage here is all Holly & Co. We've got Albus and Percy. And a plant. So that's that. And now to the rest of the house. This is what? Hot water cylinder. So nothing exciting. Right. So to the right, this is the sewing studio with the big embroidery machine. Big Bertha, she made it. She certainly did. So I only just put this together yesterday. Look at me go. So they're all our clothes that we have. We have a lot more than what I thought, but of course, anytime someone buys one, it's one that we don't have, so I have to order it, but you know, it is what it is. Ironing board, they're nice, with a nice clean cover that's not cut yet. Don't know how long that'll last. Oh, I also just noticed that the ironing board matches the desktop. Ah, couldn't have planned that better. So we've got this little situation going. I got to bring Jan's nice Janome. Unfortunately, I don't get the HD9, the industrial one. I really want to buy one though, because honestly, doing bandanas on this, it just, it's not the same, you know. All of my cottons that are color coded, yes, that's just junk. I don't know, I haven't organized it yet. Big Bertha, she has arrived, lovely. And then I've just got all the poplins that I use for the bandanas and threads, loungewear tees that are just in a bag, and some tote bags. So I'll probably use this as like a cutting out table. I've never had a cutting out table. Can you believe it? I always use an ironing board to cut out. So that'll be really nice. Yeah, so that's what's going on in there. Toilet, wow. This room, okay. See, I told you it wasn't finished. So this is the spare bedroom / Jan and Ross's room when they come to stay. We can't be bothered taking the bed apart because it's going to take ages. So they're currently just sleeping on a mattress until we can figure out how we're going to get the bed here. So mattress on the floor, whatever. They've got really pretty nightstands and lamps though, and a bunch of extra doonas and blankets. They're all my photo backdrops. I have them on coat hangers because I saw someone do that and I thought that's a really smart idea. I used to have them rolled up and they took up so much room, but I don't have anywhere to hang them, so I'm gonna have to get like a clothing rack or some shit. Mirror, hey. And then outside, it's like a little jungle out there, and I just have all those blinds down for a bit of privacy because I'm a hermit. Bathroom, yeah, not very exciting, and toilet, not very exciting. And then this is the packing area slash office, I guess. So we've got sewing studio and then office. I don't really know what it's called. I need to put that stuff out in the garage, so just don't mind that. But little packing area, how cute is this? So you come in, obviously like there's just shit everywhere because I haven't organised yet. But that's my riveting station. I finally can have my Cricut machine out, which is really good. Got the printer, all the cricketing things. That's a wholesale and some orders. The original plan was to pack in the garage, but it really is just too hot in there with summer, and then I figured in winter it'll be too cold, and also there's actually no room in there. I genuinely thought I would have room, but there is none. It's just all crates. So yeah, I'm packing in here, but it's easy. I just bring the stuff in like a crate and then pack it, so it works out well. My computer with all my favorite doggies. Oh, we need to do this. Happy Valentine's Day. So that's what's going on there. Doggy's bed, because I like to sit in here with me. Boxes that I need to put up there. And then just packing things. All our rivets, less shit, bespoke bows, party bows, other brand that we'll talk about later, party stuff, our keychain cards, our collar charm cards, and all the collar charms and boxes, and my graduation bear. What's the tease this? He's fallen. But look, I finally got my man dolls out, and that's what I call them. They're man dolls because my brother also has these. So I have Dumbledore, The Mask / Jim Carrey, and if you've never seen The Mask, please go and watch it because it is my favourite movie of all time. And Voldy. Yes. So I've got all of them up there. I really want Snape, but because Alan Rickman passed, it's really expensive. So this is my little packing station. I have an empty poo bag, just ignore me. So that's that, with all the mailers underneath, and that's been really, really good so far, so I'm quite happy about that. So I'm going to take you outside now. I might just do a voiceover though, because I don't really want to upset my neighbours by talking to myself. And Albus and Percy. Hey dudes! So that is my house, and this is Holly & Co headquarters now. And I'm actually really liking working from home. Obviously when I was living with Ross and Jen, I was working from home, but compared to having the office, Albus and Percy are playing. Compared with having the office, I just don't think a commercial property is worth it, in my opinion. I mean, obviously not everyone's able to do what I do and work from home. Luckily, I was able to get a house that has a double garage and 4 bedrooms, so I'm able to have it all here. I'm also lucky that I am in a position where I can really just work wherever, as long as I'm near a post office and I have a good internet connection. I really can work anywhere in the world, you know, like my job isn't confined to needing to be near a city or whatever. And the amount of people saying, oh, you've moved so far away. It's an hour and a half from Ross and Jan, also an hour and a half from our closest major city. An hour and 20 minutes if you get a good run. It's really not that far, and it's all highway pretty much. So unfortunately, when you're from Tassie, if you don't live within 10 minutes of where you work, shop, post, all those things, you live far away. But the funny thing is, when I used to work at Woolies, I worked at a Woolies that was like the other side of the city, and I was living with Ross and Jan, who were already 20 minutes out of the city. So if I was like in bumper to bumper traffic, it would take me like a good 45-50 minutes to get to work. But now that I live an hour and a half away, people are like, that's so far. But the thing is, the only things that I actually go into the city for are to get my nails done, which is once a month, and for the dogs to get a hair groom, which is every 2 months. Besides that, I don't have to go in because there's a town that's about half an hour away from me. It has a Woolies, it has a Westpac branch, a Commonwealth Bank branch, and they're both of my banks. So like the odds of that. It even has a reject shop, like the most random thing. But it has heaps of things there, like hair salon, chemist. It's just like a smaller version of Lonnie, pretty much. But people are like, you're an hour and a half away. And I'm like, well, I'm not really. I'm actually only half an hour away from my new town. So I'm really excited to be living here. The first week was hard, I'm not gonna lie, because it's the first time I've been living on my own for almost 3 decades. But like I'm in a groove now. Now that I've got everything organised, like when I moved in, it was so overwhelming. Roscoe had helped me move everything, and then he drove home that same night, and I was just like in this big empty house, or empty, and it just had like all this flat packed furniture, and the couch was still wrapped in plastic, and it was just so overwhelming. And I did have a little mentee bee. I had a little mental breakdown, and I had to call Jan up and be like, oh, I'm sad, but I'm fine now. It's just all a learning curve, and it's, you know, getting used to everything. And now that I finally have Holly & Co sorted, like all the crates, when we moved them, we combined a bunch of things together. Like we had 5 different designs and sizes in one crate, just so that we could easily move it. So then when I got here and we were having orders while I was moving, and I was just like, oh my God. And then I couldn't find anything. And then there was like a 24-hour period where we didn't have any orders, which I know a lot of you are going to be like, okay, and that's unusual for us. And obviously with like interest rates continuing to go up here in Australia, it's worrying. Not for my mortgage, because my mortgage is like on a higher interest rate, so I'm already like above what the cash rate is, so I'm okay. But for people like spending money and stuff, obviously dog accessories aren't necessarily a necessity, so it was worrying for a little bit there. And I was kind of like, I've my life up. Like I'm living in this massive house with what I consider a very large mortgage for a single person, where I'm self-employed, and if I don't get orders, then I get no income, and in the middle of nowhere. So that was all quite overwhelming, but now it's not that big of a deal. Roscoe's done so many trips here already. Easy peasy. Can you hear them? I'd get up to film them, but I feel like they'd stop. They've gone crazy, and this is unusual for them. They haven't really played much since they've gotten here. They must know. They're like, Emily's doing YouTube again. Oh my God. So anyway, I hope you like the little house tour and Holly & Co tour. Sorry that I didn't get to film any of the actual moving process because I had big visions of filming like us clearing out the storage unit, which we don't have anymore, by the way, like time-lapsing it all, and I had all these grand ideas and they did not come to fruition, but it wouldn't be an Emily YouTube video if it wasn't a mess. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you with that. Next video will probably just be packing because I've got some wholesales, which thank you if you are one of our stockists because you're actually keeping us going right now. We have a new design in the works, restocking a lot of our sold out stuff like Bloomer and Clouds have been sold out in popular sizes for months. They're coming. So we've got some good things coming. But I'll leave you with that. If you have video suggestions, leave them below. I've had a lot of people asking about like business advice and stuff like that, so I'll probably do some videos like that. But for now,